Ready for 2025? Cashflow Conference.
Here we go.
Welcome everybody.
Today is November 1st, first of the month.
Because you are in the right room.
To leave a legacy for our Pohana.
We'll be talking about mindset and specifically about like scarcity versus abundance mindset.
A lot of untapped equity, right?
Let's just break this down and make it super simple for everybody.
What's up, gang? I'm over here at the cell phone, I guess, waiting for Tita coming in from Maui. We're heading to our Cashflow Conference 2025, and we are super excited. I'm super excited to meet all of you who signed up and ready to get your roadmap, because 2026 is right around the corner. So super stoked. We're going to have a bunch of speakers from Hawaii, and talking about mindset, talking about money, talking about your financials. And then not only that, we're going to be teaching about like tiny houses, brand new houses, fix and flips, all that kind of stuff. So see you guys on the inside. Aloha.
We just flew in and Fuzzy picked us up. And now we're headed to go get some snacks.
Is hiding back there?
No, I didn't realize you were.
We have the crew.
Oh, you have a camera.
Hey, Mom and
Hi.
Katie. And we're excited for today. We have a great lineup. We have 6 different speakers. Mindset, going over cash flow, running the numbers, different strategies. And these are some really experienced investors that have been in the community, kind of like silent killers. And so we're excited for the attendees to get to know some of our really good friends who have also been successful right here in Hawaii. What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to today?
Just helping people find out their whys, change their mindset from they no can to they can, and then giving them, today start their working on their step-by-step, what they need to do to obtain their goals or dreams in 2026.
Yeah, this conference is going to be very hands-on. We created some booklets, some guides, and also some worksheets that they're going to have to fill in and commit to. I think the number one thing whenever you go to events is to be able to implement and take action right away. So that's something that we always put in. This is not something where people are just going to be sitting down and listening the entire day and getting educated. We want them to be able to take action, make step-by-step plans, and be able to have solutions for what they should be doing next, because the year's almost over.
Yeah. So hope you guys like what you see. If you guys interested, check us out at huimastermind.com. Backsplash, have some fun.
Backsplash.
Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Aloha. Okay, what's up everybody? My name is Fuzzy Jardine and this is my partner,
Zasha Smith, and today is the first day of our Cashflow Conference. We're excited. We're going to kick it off with mindset. We have amazing local speakers who are going to talk through how you can cash flow right here in Hawaii.
So one of the first speakers that we're having is Keone Catian, a brother from the west side. He is a flipper. He's also a real estate agent, and he's got a ton of experience, but he's going to be talking about mindset. And this is one of the things that failed me in the beginning, because I never thought I would be able to get involved with this business. I always thought that I needed money, but that was false.
Yeah, and after that, we'll be running through a money mindset map.
Yes.
So for, like Fuzzy said, both of us, that was key into getting us to believe that it was possible, but actually also seeing people do it right here. So we're excited for today. We have a long day ahead of us and then another day tomorrow, but our events are typically ones where you take action right away. So they're gonna be interactive. We're gonna come here and give you a game plan specific to yourself. People aren't just gonna be sitting there listening in. They are gonna get educated, but then they're gonna take immediate action. And that's what we want for our people, for our attendees, and for you all to just know that knowledge is the first step, but taking action is everything.
Yeah, that's right. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better off you are.
Fuzzy mentioned today is about networking. It's going to be interactive. We're going to have activities for you guys to do the next couple days.
Man, it's super awesome to be here today, guys, because in 2007, I came out of prison, right? But we watch these people that have money right in front of us in all of our neighborhoods. We see them. They buy these properties, they fix them up, they flip them, they build these big houses, and just start to make us think, how come we cannot, And I made it a pact to myself. I made it that I'm gonna learn this thing, even though I have to borrow money for their education, because I chose to hung around people like Zasha, other people like Keone, the speakers that's gonna come today, speakers that teach us strategies to build wealth.
All of this ultimately leads to you questioning yourself and saying, should I get into real estate investing now? Should I not buy my house? Should I wait to buy? Should I wait to sell? What should I do? Should I invest? Should I pull my money out of the stock market? Yeah. Is my 401k gonna go away forever? Will it ever go back up? Should I pull my money out and sit on cash? But if I sit on cash, don't they say cash is trash? But if I sit on cash and I do nothing and it goes down, get all nuts, right? Everybody goes all crazy. And then what happens? You freeze, yeah? All of this uncertainty builds, and when uncertainty builds, freeze. The question is, how do I manage my mind? How do I manage the thoughts and the emotions that are poisoning my process? Forget managing the situation. Manage your mind. Which one you guys want to be in? Yeah? A lot of you guys might be sitting on cash. I want to be a lender. I want to be a PML. I want to be whatever it is. It's here in this quadrant. Education is absolutely key, paramount. I believe 100% in education, but we have to take the action. We have to take the massive, focus-driven action. You have to do it. But instead, everybody run. They look for the easy button. No more easy button, everybody. You gotta put in the work. Yes, educate yourself, but don't let education be the procrastinator. Yeah? The only way to learn is to do.
So the truth about funding. Money exists, opportunities exist. You just need a system to connect the two. So a lot of times when we're just starting out, we're looking at deals, we're trying to get financing through banks, and people just don't know what the next steps are. So, I can't qualify using a bank, I can't do it. It's like, no, there's other ways that people don't normally talk about, but once you get into real estate investing, there is a basic process that you follow. Find a deal, analyze numbers, line up funding, close the deal, and then execute the plan. But this is just one step in that entire process, but it oftentimes is the biggest step that is holding a lot of people back. So for those who are just starting off in real estate or maybe never thought of the different steps or different options that you have with funding, there's FHA, which is mainly for houses that you're gonna buy and live in, primary residences. There's conventional loans. So this, if you don't know what that is, it's just if you think of everyday people going to buy their first home and maybe they have 20% down, use a conventional loan. There's hard money, which is one of the main ways most investors here fund their deals. And like we said, Conventus is one of our huge supporters of mine and Fuzzy's Hui Mastermind. And what they do is they'll fund 80% of the purchase price and 100% of the renovations. So 100% of the money to renovate that home. How many people knew that before? So I've done this with several properties on Maui, so it can be done in Hawaii. There's a few investors who have accomplished this as well. But you usually utilize hard money or private money at the start to be able to do this. So it's a little bit more advanced strategy, and with today's interest rates, it's a little bit more difficult, but not impossible. And we're actually gonna have one of our students, Skylar, talk about that tomorrow.
I don't know, for some reason I was just daydreaming all the way till I got here about home equity, which is what I'm gonna talk about. You guys know what equity is? Jonna? What you were saying about being in the right room is so on point, because you are in the right room. So for me, one of the hacks that I've used, or strategies that I've used to get personal growth and also professional and monetary growth is to get into rooms with people who are doing it. So I like to get into rooms that I feel like I don't belong here. I'm not as rich as them. I haven't invested as much as them. I don't know how to run a business like they do. But I go to those rooms anyway. Why? Because proximity kills illusion. Meaning you think it can't be done until you're around the people who are doing it. So Fuzzy, Zasha, there's a lot of people in this room that are doing it. So I like to give back, but I'm also learning from these guys too, just like you are. This is how a HELOC works. If you don't know, it's basically a revolving line of credit tied to the collateral is your home. A credit card is a personal debt, right? Excuse me, it's not connected to anything. It's connected to you. A HELOC is connected to your property. Your payment is based on the amount you draw, not on the amount of the line. So if you have a $200,000 HELOC and you want to build an ADU for 75K, just take the 75K out, build the ADU, and your payment is only based on the 75K that you took out. And that I have had clients in that predicament. But what do you mean I can't get a HELOC? I got $1 million equity, but you don't have income. But I have assets, but you don't have income. So what can you do with your equity? What are some ideas? How do you put it to work? So if you take out some money, what are you gonna do with it? That's the question. What can you do with equity?
Down payment for another property.
Down payment for another property. What else? So it's not free, but it's kind of free. I'm just leveraging my equity to not have to come out of pocket, right? And as long as I don't sell that home, it's gonna keep doing that. If I sell the home, then I gotta pay off the HELOC, right? So you can do it too. If I can do it, 100% you can do it, because I'm slow to take these risks.
We're gonna make this as exciting as possible and interactive, because anytime you look at a deal, or any of you that wanna get into real estate and get into investing, the first thing you have to do is run your numbers, right? And if you can't run your numbers, you're not gonna have a profitable deal. So my goal today is for all of you to walk away feeling much more comfortable when you look at a spreadsheet analyzer. And matter of fact, we emailed you my rental analyzer in your email, and later today we're actually gonna start using it together. So I don't want you to look at a spreadsheet and feel intimidated. I want you to feel really, really excited and comfortable playing around with numbers. Sound good? So if you have a deal or something you've been thinking about, and you're like, hey, I'm thinking about building out an ADU, or I've got a 1-bedroom that maybe if I rent it out, I can offset my mortgage, or I'm thinking about purchasing that condo in town, is it gonna pencil out? Save those scenarios, because we're gonna probably break them into groups later and analyze deals together. Does that sound good? You're gonna have that answer in your mind if this is a good deal or not, and if I should pursue it further. Because I know a few of you have some deals in mind and you're like, should I do this or not? I don't know. You're gonna have the answer today. So when you're looking at something, this is really where it's at. Where do you make your money? Is it gonna be at the end of a deal or at the beginning of the deal? I'm sure Keone told you this morning, right? You make your money at the purchase, right? Are you gonna buy it at the right purchase price? So how much money you're gonna put down? If you need to rehab, let's say you're gonna do it as a midterm rental or something, so are you gonna furnish it? If you're gonna put it under an LLC, what are those legal fees? You guys wanna do some live deal analysis? I'm gonna get on the computer and I'm gonna analyze with you guys. So I have a few different scenarios. We're gonna potentially break up into groups after this, after we do some analysis, and we'll go through this together too.
2025 Cashflow Conference was amazing. This was an awesome event. We had Keone Catian topping it off with his mindset, which was amazing to see that, showing it's possible. It's right here. It starts with this, and the community, of course. And then we had also Johnny Loans, or Tita spoke. She spoke about
the money map, mapping out how you're going to cash flow, and also the people that you're connected to that potentially have money that you never really maybe even thought about asking if they want to invest with you, or even are looking for returns that maybe you could give them through real estate.
Yep. And then we also, like I was saying earlier, Johnny Loans talked about HELOCs. I never knew you had first position HELOCs. I learned that today. And also we had the analyzer, right?
Jason.
So that was awesome today to see people that were here that were they got experience, but learn stuff here. It was interactive. They wrote some notes, and then they also had some stuff that they had to write down for their goals for 2026. So I'm super excited to see tomorrow because there's more speakers.
I think the biggest takeaway from a lot of people here is that they could actually start to picture themselves doing something big like this. And even for people that were brand new, who maybe just knew there was something to this real estate thing, but didn't really know what to expect, their eyes were open to the possibilities of just being in a room of like-minded people who were advanced, already buying properties, and then people that maybe had access to funds that they're looking to invest into other people's deals. So there's definitely the potential for partnerships and more opportunities, even if you come to the event and you're brand new. So I love that about this. And the people that come to our events and attend our events have that ability to just be open to everyone. So with me and Fuzzy, we are open books, and our community is the same way. They share what they're doing, share what they know, share how they're finding deals, sharing how they're running their numbers. And it's not a me against you kind of competitive vibe that's in this room. It's more so how can we work together and help each other elevate, help each other build wealth, and help each other get ahead, because a lot of us grew up not knowing finances, not knowing real estate, but because we're in these rooms talking about it, that's where the mindset unlocks and the potential grows.
And then start to think like, hey, it's possible. Look at that guy. He went to prison, and this Tito here, went through school, got her engineering degree, and then started spending more time at work. And then the famous words that her family said, or her husband said, they're getting the best of you and we're getting the rest of you, which is crazy, right? But now, years later, she's able to, spend more time with her family and get that time back and so that they can get the rest of, all of her instead of the rest of her.
Well, and even for him, we're going to just do intros of each other then. He just came out with the #1 book on Amazon, selling right now on real estate after, going through prison, going through, hard upbringings, making wrong choices. But it just goes to show that at any point in your life, you can turn it around. You can do a 360, but it all starts with you making that decision. And now him and his family travel the world consistently and are just enjoying life. And we are both now able to help so many more people in Hawaii grow their wealth and just get out of that mentality that nothing can change. But the only way it can change is if you change.
Mahalo for watching day 1. Stay tuned for day 2. We're excited. See you guys on the other side. Aloha.